Check, check. Okay, I think we are good. Good. Key. Hi everyone, welcome on. If you are on TikTok or Instagram, I am actually live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyGordonCosplay, and that is where I'm going to be reading chat and answering questions. So go over to YouTube, it is free, and that's also where all of my tutorials are for all of my cosplay stuff. So yeah, and those that are on YouTube, hello, hello, we are starting a little bit later. Had some Air Force spouse stuff I had to do this morning, and it's really hot today. It was 101, and yeah, but welcome on, guys. Welcome on, Vito, Israel, Caspian, and anybody else that is watching or lurking or watching the stream later. It's nice to not be downstairs in the basement. The last 2 days I have been doing nothing but airbrush painting in my Dexter room from basically 9 a.m. until really late. I think I went on till 9 p.m. 2 days ago, and then last night I went till 11 p.m. because I was like, I'm finishing the painting. So all of the painting for everything is done for Magik now. So yeah, even the sword that you might have saw the video for today, it's already done. So yeah, oh, actually, I'm so happy of it. I'll get it right now. Bonjour! I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out pretty cool, and the fact that it comes apart. So I'll be taking my Magik cosplay with me to my next convention, which is next weekend, Anime ID, so Anime Idaho. And I'm pretty excited with this one. Still have a bunch to finish with it, but yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. I've got the shirt done, and then the pants are done, or the shorts. And then basically I just have to add embellishments on everything. But I'll kind of show you what I've been painting, because I literally just got home, played a game for like 30 minutes, and then kind of sat in here and was like, oh yeah, I need to stream. So we're gonna kind of see what I need to do as we go along. But the sword is done. The belty belt, which pretty happy with. So a Power Ranger weapon. Yeah, I could see that. Belt's the only thing I have to do. The belt's on top of the belt. I'm not going to fully pull it, but basically I got to add the Velcro onto here on the front and back. And then I do plan on, because it kind of just sits on the shorts, I'm going to do some Velcro on the back and then the front, so it will stay on my my hips where I want it. So that's that. And then the lovely eye poker shoulder pad. Pretty sure I posted a little short of it, of making it. I'll have a video on painting it, even though it's just a lot of different ranges of grays and blacks. And every single one of the spikes comes out. It's all magnets. Because there's no way to go to a convention with this. Just, it would be a nightmare. For everything in your suitcase would be hit, it's more likely to break, and just having it all come apart is a lot better. So, yeah. Bonjour. And let's see. So yeah, the shoulder pad, I'm also saying this to myself of what I need to do to it. But I still need to make it has like a sleeve part right here, the character. And I need to add the straps with it, and then have it where it's attached with Velcro and everything. And then I'm gonna probably do with the neck piece, I'll have where there's like another strap underneath to kind of hold it up, because it's lightweight, but it does have a little bit of weight. The breastplates, which we're gonna need to heat bend it a little. So yeah, pretty nice. And I added little glows. I didn't know what the back looked like. So this is my version of it, which I think turned out pretty well. And then I need to add Velcro. So the neck piece I'm going to plan on doing for this part, it'll have a piece of Velcro to hold here. And then I haven't decided yet if I'm going to attach it to the shirt with Velcro in the back or if I'll do a zipper close. Haven't got that far, considering it just finished painting it last night. So yeah. Bonjour. Detachable spikes are great because when you stab someone, it'll pop off. Yeah. I mean, there's so many spiky parts on everything. When I travel, I'm going to have to have some type of protection over the spikes. Not to protect the spikes, but to protect the other costumes, because these will make dents in every single thing. These are the leg pieces, so I need to heat treat it to bend it. So, Honeyfro, welcome on. Yeah, happy Friday to you too. So, the two of those. These, they have a strap that we'll be attaching to, and then I'll also have Velcro for it going on the shoe. Let's see, what else I got? I've done a lot in the last few days. Yeah. Well, I guess I didn't stream last week either. I honestly, I was going through depression again, and I just didn't really feel like it, so. But the headpiece. Something fell. Oh, so many spikes. Spikes! Lots and lots of spikes. So. Boop. And then, let's see, I got these. She wears one glove, and this is one of the parts on the glove. And then there's an elbow piece. I don't remember if it's that way or that. I think it's this way. Yeah. And then the gauntlet. This one's probably my favorite piece because it's so nice and clean and crisp. And then hand piece. With the they look like little kitty claws. It's the only thing in the design that was weird. Her earrings, which hopefully, yeah. Earrings for that. See, undo the hair. And then this is the other shoulder pad. I guess it goes on this side. Which sits like that. And then the rest of the pieces all sit on here. So just more attachment pieces for shoes and the belts. Same with this. More shoes and belt pieces. What kind of case have those claws? I don't know. There's only been a few kitty bites on this costume so far. Only a few. It's But yeah, so that's kind of what I've got so far in terms of those pieces. But we're just gonna kind of play it by ear, and I'm just gonna start attaching things. I think easiest thing will be the earrings though, so we'll start with that first. Get the super glue. hope you're having a good week. So I came out great. Thanks. Yeah, I just showed the sword painted. You missed that. I'll get it in a bit though. Okay. I guess I need to switch over to the other camera too. Let me do that. Bum, 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 bum. I've been having, so I don't normally wear earrings, but you might see I got them in again. I actually made these. They're silver with a Padparaksha stone a long time ago. But I haven't worn earrings in a very long time, so I kind of had to get my earrings out again, and then I've been slowly I've been putting them in both because I have 2 piercings and making sure the holes are still open. And I only had to pierce 1 again, but okay. Okay, catch the next reel. Yeah. Israel, your creations and your cosplay is really amazing. Thank you, I appreciate it, and I appreciate the $2 donation. Let me write it down real quick. My booklet is almost full. Ah. More snappy. No, I mean, so I had my ears done when I was really little professionally, and then I did the second ones myself. You know, you just sit there with I think it wasn't, it was like a safety pin, and I just sat there for an hour just slowly putting pressure and didn't feel anything, just watching a show and pierced my ears, and then the other ones closed, so I had to pierce them again, the main ones, and then this one I just had to reopen again, so Such a long name! Oh. Okay, I got it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Alrighty. And then these, so all the CAD pieces I'll eventually put on my site, but I had designed these where there's already an offset for putting a post. And I tried to leave space enough to put your ear through. So it's a little, but this was real jewelry. You wouldn't just super glue it together. You'd solder it, but it's not metal. It's just 3D printed. But these are silver though, for the post. I cannot do this right now. I'm so shaky. Okay. And then we will leave that here temporarily. Ugh. It's just been go, go, go all morning of like, wake up, try to do the chores and makeup and try to post all before having to go and do the Air Force stuff and like, and then it was just sitting around in heat and oh, and then I also went to Target too because I need to get groceries and yeah, so. But write it down! Starting to crunch. Thank you. I will look in just a sec. I can't see. There you go. Thank you for appreciate it, and I will write it down as well, and it'll be in the scrolly thing as well for that. So yeah. But okay, those are done. I will put these to the side. Clean off my tweezers. And first time supporter, so congrats, welcome. I appreciate it. Becoming a member. Appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, Megust. I'm so bad at that. I'm sorry. I butchered your name. I can see there being a market for character-inspired earrings like that. It's casual cosplay of things if you were looking to get back at... I know. There always is. But, I don't like jewelry. I don't want to do jewelry. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. So these I can put up now. Don't need them. What should be the next piece? Strapadoos. Strapadoos? Strapadoos. Where did my straps go? Are they under here? Oh, they are. Okay. Gosh, I was about to be like, where did all my parts go? Okay. So I made these a while back too. So these are all the straps. These two are for the boot covers. These are for the shorts. And they're just foam that I did spray adhesive, put the fabric on, and then did the detail stitch. I don't typically like doing the foam covered or fabric covered foam just because you can see how it crinkles a little if you go in one direction. Like, it's fine that way, but over time the adhesive too comes off because it's just a temporary bond kind of thing, even when you're doing the permanent bond. But most fabrics it just doesn't 100% stick for travel and stuff, but it's gonna work across your fingers. Yeah, so. But this one, and then I need my template. So we're doing this with these, and we're gonna be using these parts. You're about to go to the amazing Comic-Con in Las Vegas tomorrow at the Plaza. Oh, nice! That should be fun. Do you plan on cosplaying? Or just go and have fun? No more jewelry. No more jewelry. Oh yeah, no, the CAD file I'll have on my website though. So they'll be available. I think I do have a bunch of earrings actually on my website for specific cosplays. Like even my Atlantic Mercy moons are on there, and my Dark Lady from Sailor Moon. I have a bunch of others. I just don't remember offhand. So yeah. Okay. Where are... Oh, they are still hanging. I need to go back in the basement and get a few more pieces. So give me a sec. Thank you for watching. Back in a sec. forgot. I had all of my buckles and things hanging, so I didn't bring them. Just take photos with cosplayers and buy some merch. Nice! Don't have the patience for all those tiny details, so watching someone else is fine. Yeah, like in general, this cosplay Magic's it's pretty, like, I would equivalent as a faster cosplay build for me, like the same level as Aqua, but the only thing is, she has a lot of small parts, which are annoying. So that's the only thing, is there's just so many little detail-y things, which I like details, but it's... I got to the point where it was like, I could, for a lot of parts, I was like, oh, I could make this out of foam. Or, I could just 3D model it and print it and not have to make like 20 of these pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So that's what I ended up doing for most. Okay. So this piece, which one do I want to be the top? Okay. So this will end up being here, and then we'll add all the parts. So I just need to kind of measure it. I'm gonna use contact cement glue to attach it. So I just need to figure out I think that'll be good. Or I'll just pin it. Oh yeah, laser cut. I did some laser cutting. But actually, the only laser cutting I did for this cosplay was the sword, the top part. I didn't want to cut it out. I was just like, no, not gonna do that. So, it's like I could have cut it out by hand, but it just was not something I wanted to at all. Okay, there are those pieces, and then like all of these tiny little pieces as I lose them. Normally I don't use super glue to attach, but I want to see, because I haven't tried it with the 3D printed parts before, so I want to see how that'll work. And then to make this easier, I'll just cut real quick. Shadow Monk, long time no see. How are you doing? Yeah, that's part of it. So this is we're doing Magik from Marvel Rivals. The original skin. And these parts are specifically the on her shorts, so they start like here in the pocket and then they go around onto the bum. Some random detail. I don't really know. Always weird when somebody just parks right in front. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Is anybody have any plans for the weekend? I will be just con crunching because I think I fly out either Thursday or Friday next week. I want to say Friday because it's a 2-day convention. It's a Saturday and a Sunday. But I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked at my schedule yet. I was sent it a long time ago and it's like, okay. And then I've done like 2 other convention sets and just haven't looked at it. Just recently finished university. Oh, congrats! Is it, was this your undergrad or your, graduate? I don't remember. Okay. Honestly, to make this smart, I'm also cut this other part. My brain is not woken up yet. And for those that are on TikTok or Instagram, I am live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyGordonCosplay, and that is where I am reading chat and answering questions. So head over to YouTube. It is free. And that's also where all of my tutorials are. Undergrad. Nice. Yuki! Yuki found her box. Alright. Back to this. Okay, here are those pieces, and then I'll test one out with the super glue and see if I need to, like normally for things like this I would use I would do contact cement because I trust that a lot more, but I kind of don't want to open the windows and stuff, so we will see. Also see how much I go with this. Magik's your favorite X-Men character? I haven't seen I've seen, what was it? There was one X-Men movie that I watched years ago, and I think she was in it, and it was somewhere they were there was like 4 of them. I don't know, but I'm not 100% sure. Well, it sticks. That should be good. It's just not fully stuck, but I can put a tiny bit more. So we're gonna use this so I don't have to get the contact cement glue out. Yeah, feel free. If y'all have lore on Magik, feel free to let me know. This build was more of a community build because I had so many requests for people that wanted to do it and all, so I'm kind of doing it more for everybody and less for me, which I think is fine. But I don't know too much about the character. Okay, and the last one. There we go. It's funny that it's sticking right now too. It's like that, and then one of these will also fold over, so it'll be like you have to stay off and working on your Dungeon Lord Marcel. Also, some of the fabrics came in for Seth, and super excited about that. Nice! What did you, for Seth, what did you end up going for? I had a difficult time finding, okay, so that's not gonna stick. I'll do that in a bit. I had a difficult time with my green, so I found the perfect green, and it was from Joann's, and I bought it like 2 years ago when I was originally going to make the costume. And then, because side note, I was actually going to be making it for an international competition, but that one, the whole convention went to shit, basically. So yeah, then I pushed back Seth. So it was originally for something else, and I decided to still bring it to C2. But the green, because I left it for like a year, Joann's ended up getting rid of it. And this is when Joann's was still in business. So yeah. But it was the perfect green, and then I had to go and find all these other greens and do samples trying to find it again, because at that point I had already finished the long back train. I'm so upset about that though. And then the rest I used was like a stretch fabric, a scuba stretch fabric kind of thing. I like look over there and it's not over there anymore because I was used to it sitting there for so long. Magik is Colossus, a guy who can cover himself in metal, just a little fun. Oh, okay. Yes, please, tell me more. Tell me more. The only thing that I've known, like, watched is, I'm pretty sure it was Magik anyway, but the live action X-Men thing, and it had the blonde-haired girl that was from the Netflix chess moving game. Like, she played chess and it was really popular, like 2 years ago, I think, or something. And she's been in a bunch of other stuff since. I have no idea what her name is. I'm sure one of y'all do. And I really liked that movie. I did used to watch X-Men, like the cartoon, when I was younger though. When it would come out every week. That was a long time ago. I don't even remember any of their names at this point. Like, I know the main one that, like, one of my favorites was her name Cat or Kitty, and she could, like, go through walls? Let's just say I have a lot more knowledge in anime. Not comic lore as much. I'm trying to break into it more, just it's... He also had a difficult time finding the right shade of green for Seth. He ended up going with a silk for the main green, because that was like the only option that was close enough. I'll also be con crunching this weekend for the next con weekend. Super nervous. I entered the cosplay contest. Well, wait, which convention are you going to, Honeyfro? Or are you gonna make it a surprise so we can see the reveal of the finished cosplay after? Okay, so there's that one. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so we'll save this. We'll put this to the side temporarily. Kitty pirate? Alright. Next. Indie PopCon. Okay, cool. I have to undress my mannequin and it's gonna look really awkward. So, YouTube, don't shadow ban me, please. It's a mannequin. I gotta move this, Yuki. I gotta move it. Thank you. My bad. We're good. She's just gonna be awkwardly on the ground over here. Okay, now it won't be creepy-ish. It'll still be creepy, actually. Just not... yeah. Whatcha? So yeah, fun thing. I bought something. Part of it. So the shorts, not these hangy thingies, but the shorts I ended up buying because I didn't want to make a pair of shorts. And I made them about 5 inches shorter because they were really long. And then I added, so like you can see here, it looks a lot better on it because it's all stretch material and it's basically the same. But I ended up making these strapadoos, and then we can add all of the parts onto this now. there was the X-Men animated series that had the classic rockin' intro. I missed that part, sorry. Were more focused, they were high school. It was the high school student one. That was the one that I remember. Yeah, we will all turn around. It's not as bad when I first got the male mannequin and how creepy it was trying to assemble him and his arm just would not go on. I just hear the Alright. So we gotta attach these little guys now, but I gotta remember which way they face, because one side is slightly longer than the others. I want to say that side's the long one. Because one side is a tiny bit pointier. Okay. So this part goes here. I probably should have tested this on the back and not the front to see if the super glue would stick to this material. It's okay. I think we're good for it. Okay. So Shadow Monk, with you graduating, do you plan on getting a job right away, or do you already have one, or do you plan on traveling? What's the next step? Or just, you know, watch YouTube and Twitch, which is totally fine too. I've actually, speaking of the anime, so still watching the Witch Watch, or Watch Witch, whichever that's called, with the pink-haired girl. And then Cinderella Chef, which is, it's a Chinese anime on, they have all 3 seasons on Crunchyroll, and it's pretty good. It's basically, it's on the same level as Apothecary Diaries in terms of like the main character and then having other characters. Like she cooks and things and travels and like she's reincarnated into this world, and it's pretty good. Pretty good. Looking for a job? Ah, okay. Well, best of luck with that. Hopefully, you have some offers soon. Taking it slow, we'll get more on it soon. Yeah. I mean, if you just graduated, definitely, like, take some time. Yeah, it's really good. I'm glad you watched it. I actually saw, sorry, I have a nose itch. Itch. The only reason I knew about it was TikTok. Somebody was like sharing like, this is a good anime to watch kind of thing. Oh my gosh, my nose. Sorry. Just the only reason I knew about it. Definitely that way. Okay. It's actually nice because all these parts were printed on my new Elegoo printer that they sent me, and I've been using the textured bed. So all of the back of these prints, which normally I have a flat bed, and it makes it, when you have the textured surface, it's actually a lot better to glue to because the glue has a better grip onto a piece. So it's nice because all of these stick a lot better. All right, those are attached. Put this to the side. Take these off. Hi, Tekka? I think you're part of our Discord. The Gundam guy, right? I believe. If not, welcome. Doing well today. Okay, those are here. So all of these spikes now need to be attached to the bottom of this. And for those that have not moved over to YouTube, these are the little pieces we just attached to the shorts. So yeah. Yep, you're the Gundam guy? Okay. Yay, I remembered. I sometimes remember, but yeah. The model you're doing looks great, by the way. I forgot to post anything on Discord. Are you 3D printing it, or are you just using it as block shapes to get your pattern for foam? And for those that are curious, we do have an open Discord. As long as you're cool and not a dick, you can join. Just do !Discord on our YouTube chat, and that'll give you a link to it. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut this out real quick. I know my straps are in different spots though, because I had made this as a base template, which I'll have these available on my website soon. But I need to verify, because I think I made it a little bit longer, but I don't remember 100%. Okay, thank you. I'm using a 3D model to get shapes for foam. Today you're trying to get adjusted the 3D model to figure. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's, I do that a lot of times for my stuff as well. Okay. Let me see real quickly how much I changed it. Because this definitely will change my placements of stuff now. Quite a bit. I changed it quite a bit. Okay, we're gonna... I did this all in CAD. In reality, there should be 2 on here. So if we're doing 3 and 3, I feel like I'm derp right now. So we're looking at like 22 inches. So how much is this one? Yeah, I made it a lot longer than this. So let me get a piece of paper out and I'm gonna redo some of this. In reality, I am going to not put spikes all the way around my leg just because my legs rubbing together. Having spikes there is gonna be a wee bit painful and I don't want that. And I did this a little over an inch. So we're just gonna tape it. It's a hard process, but saves you a ton of work. Actual construction needs to make a decision on how to make platform shoes or stand. Yeah. There was one at a convention I saw, or well, not a convention I was at, but I saw recently, and they did. He had to be in platforms that were like, I want to say they were like 2 or 3 feet tall. So yeah. Not perfect, but gets the point across. Okay. We'll start. That one's the longer side, but that's fine. There. Some people do stilts or bed raisers and just stacks of foam glued together. Another option is to buy high platform bathroom. I've seen they were metal ones that I saw on Amazon, which I was surprised they had, but they were also like 2 or 3 feet tall. But they were the metal rods, and you could kind of engineer a thing around it because I was considering, but I was like, But yeah, I've seen some where it's wooden frames. Then the foam blocks, they sometimes work, but the problem with those is you have some issues. You can do the insulation foam as well. There's a bunch of different routes for it, so I'll be interested to see kind of what you come up with. I know Real is working on, I don't know if he's redoing his Gundam in our Discord or if he's doing a new one. I don't remember what he said. Okay. kind of close. Keep the Discord updated in your process. You know, one of the other peeps in the Discord is doing. Yeah, that's the real Malky or Malky cosplay. I call him real because he used to be real, and that was the name I went by. So, if you're more new, then yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and then here. Yeah, is anybody else working on a cosplay build right now? I know we got our Seth and other Gundams. Okay, there is that, and then it goes until here. Alrighty. So that gives us our exact length. And then how many did I originally have on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. I don't remember if these were for another part or if I had just made extra. I want to say I made extra, but I don't 100% remember. What else would have gone on? I already have the spikes on the belt and I have the spikes for the neck. The neck part are over there. I think I just made 10 of each. So, I'm gonna say we did that. Okay. Okay, a little temporary tape. And then we can figure out how I want to place these. And this is our inside, so we probably don't want one too close. That's not bad. Let's see if I can kind of make them a little more even. Okay, that's that of that. I'm good with those placements. So let's go ahead and trace them. Okay. Let's see, since I had 1.5 of there, what is 1.5 here? That looks good there. stick with the 1.5, I guess. Okay, and then this one is the last one. Should do this one instead. Alright, there we go. So that's a good placement, I think, for all of those parts. So then we can trace them onto the piece now. Yeah. You can cut them out though. Lots of traffic outside today. The TikTok making me confirm I'm still on. I think it was last stream where I wasn't paying attention and it like I forgot to do the puzzle piece thing and then it kicked everybody off and I felt bad. Alright, so with this one I started on this side. I'm gonna put this back over here. And then we'll trace the spots. Maybe. I don't know if my pencil's gonna write on this very well. That's enough to show. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you as part of our community. So subscribe here on YouTube. It is the equivalent of a follow. And if you are on Instagram or on YouTube, appreciate the follow there too. But we're live streaming on youtube.com/Tiffany Gordon Cosplay, and that's where I am reading chat and answering questions. So yeah. My goal is to have pretty much most of the cosplay done by Sunday, like end of day. Just so I have the last few days, I can start packing for the convention, and then I can do minor details as well. Alright, there's all the spots, so now we can attach them. I'm really happy I basically made all these spikes less spiky. I think for the biggest shoulder pad spike, the one that's this one, it originally was like that much longer of a spike, and I cut it back and I've rounded each of the spikes too. The Don't Come Near Me cosplay, because I got so much spikes. Not bad so far. For those that are watching here, turn a little. That's good, the spikes are coming along well. Thanks. I feel like I should be making this for going to like a club or something. A specific type of club. Oh no, the paper towel's stuck. Well, I'm gonna have to use some black tape on that. Actually, I can use a Sharpie. Sharpie's fine. Sharpie pen. It's better. Okay. 2 more left on this one. Try not to get it stuck this time. Alright, so that is one leg done. Now we need to trace the other side, which means we need to flip it. So it's going to be this way now. Welcome, Chalara. I do not speak German, so I cannot say hello in that language, unfortunately. Hope you're doing well. We are working on the shorts right now for our Magik cosplay. Attaching all of the spikes. Ooh, actually, looks like this one is slightly off. Should have been the same length. Pretty much was. That side was not, though. So I'm gonna have to play around with that in just a sec. Yeah. Let me see. No, that side's fine. So I ended up having this one shorter. I had originally put this on my legs, and I know one leg's a little bit thicker than the other. So that's probably what happened there. Oh well. Okay, so let's see about fixing this one. If you just slide it down, it should be fine. But it means my marks are gonna be a little off. And I made a slight indentation on them. They're okay. spots, so now we can start attaching them again. I just might poke myself with the middle ones when I walk them on. Feel free if anybody has any questions on what I'm working on or any type of cosplay questions or anything. Feel free. Four more spikes. Has anybody been playing the new Mario World? The racing one? For the Switch 2? I will not be getting a Switch 2 anytime soon, but it does. I've watched a little bit of streams on Twitch for it, and the only thing that makes me kind of want to get it is because it's like open world and you don't just have to do the racing part. And I like that because I like exploration. Just packing away at sizing, starting to suspect I made some measurings. Just need to get a helper and some fabric measuring tape later to double check. Yeah. That's one thing I want to get is I have yet to do a 3D scan of myself, and that I feel like I'd be so helpful for me because right now I have a generic female model that I found, and it is not my measurements at all, but it's at least kind of generic, and I was able to kind of change the measurements to be, because it's all in mesh, but I was able to kind of change it to be a little bit closer to at least height and everything, but it's a little weird. But yeah, I would love to do that, or so Coscom, which is a cosplay company supplier, they sent me a couple of things to test out of their products because I've never used them before. So I have a bunch of foam from them and some phosphorus. It's not phosphorus. It's, I don't remember what it's called. It's something like that. And I saw someone, Dawning Creative, Beverly. She made a dress form out of it for conventions and stuff, and I really want to do that. So I'm gonna try, once I'm done with Magik and everything, I want to try messing around with it and seeing, and potentially they may be a new sponsor of ours. I just want to test the products out first before I make a decision. So yeah. Not yet, but it looks fun. I eventually want to get a Switch 2, but waiting to buy one. It's a bit pricey, to say the least. Yeah. Alright. There we go. That and all of the Switch 1 games you have to pay extra to have it go over. Font shape. Thank you. Yes, that stuff. So yeah, I got three different types that they had, their sample sizes. So I'm gonna play around with that. But yeah. And there's the spiky spikes. What's up? Gopher done now. Boop. Using armor smith from the flickering builds recommended to testing size? Huh. I actually have that book. The armor smith book or whatever. I never read it though. I won it. It was one of the prizes a long time ago when I entered a cosplay contest and I got it. I've got like tons of cosplay books and I just have never read any of them. I don't know. But here's the thing that we made earlier. It'll end up attaching to, like, part of it will go into the pocket here, and then this goes around, and then I will probably make it a lot shorter, but it's supposed to like attach somewhere in the back area, but I have to put it on to see, and that's not happening here. But yeah, that's that. I think I'm pretty sure just those parts are left, and then I do want to take these off. The only other part is when the belt gets attached. So the belt's going to be separate from it, but to have it sit in the same position, I want to put a piece of Velcro on the back of here and then on the back of here so it doesn't move on me. And then I'll probably do one in the front and then probably one on the side. So it'll all stay in spots and not shift on me. So yeah. Boop, boop. Oh. But I want to take off all of these little guys because they're not going to be used. And there's a string. And thanks guys for watching. All I have is water today though, because we did other stuff, so yeah. Armor Smith is a program. Oh! With an avatar system that you can input your sizes into, then you can load 3D objects. Never knew about that. I thought you were talking about the Armor Smith, the book. Yeah, do a link in Discord. I'd like to check that out. I'm sure other people would find that interesting too. Never heard of that. Alright. So, I'm just gonna kind of clean this up. I'm not gonna like fully take them out because I don't want to resew them, so I'm just gonna cut there, but you can, for your belt loops, normally you can take all the other parts off and then just trim the bottom. So. Okay, and then, but yeah, this is, I don't normally buy parts for cosplay. I normally make everything, but I did not want to make a pair of shorts, so I only made the bottom straps and all the accessories for it, which I think is totally fine, especially because this is not a competition piece. I don't ever plan on competing in it. I don't really plan on competing anymore in general. And I'm at the point where it's like, why do I have to make every single component on a costume? It's kind of where you look at like basic black bodysuits too. I could make a bodysuit, but I don't have to. Especially when I don't plan on doing like a tutorial for them either. I've done tutorials for shorts before well, actually I guess technically it was a skirt, a blue jean skirt for Android 18 and stuff, but I don't want to do that. If you want to make a pair of shorts, go look up a tutorial on how to make a basic pair of shorts. I think that would be better than, yeah, so. And I think most people in general for Magik are not going to be making a pair of shorts either. I think a lot of people too aren't going to make the shirt, even though I made the shirt from scratch. Which, that pattern is already on my website. I've got a few, so the pattern for Magik's black shirt that I had on the mannequin earlier, as well as a pattern for the breastplate for foam is already up, and then the blueprint for the sword is up. Just not the CAD files, and then I plan on... I have to look, so there's a bunch of smaller patterns, and I don't want to have them each individual, I want to combine them. So I have to look to see like how I'm going to have which ones. And then, so it'll probably be another at least 2 to 4 other patterns. And then the only one that's going to be a little funky for those that are interested, because I know people ask for my patterns way in advance. The large shoulder pad with the spikes. So, this one I'm probably going to do special because the base is 3D printed. The middle section. The spikes are 3D printed. But all of the details, sorry y'all can't see, all of the details in the glowing, the outer rim part are all foam. And so I'll probably do where it's a pattern, but it's a very like $1 or $2 pattern, but it says like you need to get the 3D CAD part as well for it to work. That's kind of what I'm thinking of, but I'm not 100% sure. In general, a lot of times I won't do patterns for things that are like multi-component, but I don't know. Too much dust from being outside. Okay, we got all those off, so we are done with the shorts. I'm gonna put them to the side now. Delivery. Oh, thank you for the lickies. Thank you, pretty girl. Pretty girl. Okay, I'll put you back down. Good girl, Yuki. Good girl. She's just been so happy laying there next, like in her little box. I want to get a cone-shaped one that has like a kitty bed on top that she can lay in, so she looks like she's an ice cream cone. I think that would be so cute. Okay, let me clean this up. And then we'll go on to another part. Let's see, what do I have here? Oh, wait. I lied. There's still more parts for the shorts. Because there's actually, for here, there's these pieces, and they're like decorative buckle thingies, but I think I need to put the shorts on to know where they're gonna fit, so Okay, most of these though are for the shoes. So I guess we'll get the shoes out next. The shoes though, I did plan on contact cement gluing for a lot of it. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, pretty girl. You're so pretty. Good girl. I gotta get in here. I gotta get these shoes out. It's a bigger box, but you can't have that box. That's my box, okay? Yeah, it's my box. You can have it later though. You're cute in your small box. Alrighty. Oh, I love it. Amazon, most of the shoes, so I buy Amazon shoes because they're cheap, but they mostly come with a bag for your shoes, and I always save them, and each one goes in there. And so going to conventions and stuff, your shoes, they don't get everything dirty in your suitcase. It's wonderful. Okay. So yeah, these are the shoes I got. Bloop, bloop. Nice and big. Bum, 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 bum. They are these pieces. I normally, for shoes, I get a pair of shoes that kind of is close and then I'll alter it a little bit, but I'm not too nitpicky when it comes to cosplay shoes, just because the shoes are hard. You can make them from scratch. I've done it, but I don't like to. Okay, so the question is, which side did I make this for? I don't remember. My gold did not come out very well this time, though. These are in the back of the shoes. Got stuff all over me now. I remember somebody a while back was asking about my boot covers, so because they were having a hard time with them. But I'm gonna use a heat gun and I'll bend them to shape more. They're a little flat, but the plan is I'll have the brown strap go, and this will help connect on the leg, and then I'll also do some Velcro to have it attached to the shoe, so I can take it on and off. So yeah, this piece is supposed to be right here. I should probably have it a little higher. Oh, you found a cold surface. Yeah. I really like this version. Box cat. You missed it! I had her picked up in the box earlier and she was so cute. You missed it. Okay, so this one, where's my other two slide bags? For your Velcro straps, would you glue or sew them onto the boot? So, typically, so the straps that I have are foam that are covered in fabric, and it depends on, I lost my train of thought, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. If it is attaching, so for that piece, the strap attaching to the foam, I don't like sewing it when it is behind it, so typically I will sew a piece of 2mm foam to the fabric, and I'll use that to glue one side, and then for the other side, I'll sew the Velcro onto the strap and then use contact cement glue to glue it onto the inside part of the foam so it attaches. For the shoe though, I haven't decided the placement on the Velcro, most likely because there's going to be probably Velcro here. I probably will not sew it with a sewing machine. If I do so, it'll be by hand. Potentially, it's one of those where I have to it's like case by case. It is, if it's up here, I'll be able to sew it. But a lot of times you'll either have to glue it or you have to do hand stitching. So I'll normally use some of my leather tools and punch holes and then use some leather thread to go through it. Other options would be another piece of foam that goes like this far out on each side and only sewing it in the center so the foam still moves around but is still attached to the shoe, and that helps with movement. But this piece, it is really form-fitting when your foot is in it, so it pretty much stretches to where it is, so I have to be mindful of kind of that as well. I don't know if that answered your question, sorry. But yeah. So we're gonna do this piece. Because it attached very well on all the other parts, I'm going to use this. It was helpful. You're mentally planning ahead on attaching all of the foam armor pieces to things I'm going to be wearing. Gotcha. Yeah, so like, let's see, bodysuits, if you're attaching foam to a bodysuit, I do Velcro typically. I won't do straps around. It's a lot easier to just, so like this piece, this one will have Velcro. I'll contact cement glue Velcro. Never use adhesive backing Velcro. The adhesive backing is terrible, especially if you live in a hot area, because the adhesive backing eventually just melts and it comes off of the foam. It's really, really bad. I've had to fix tons of cosplays because originally I did that for some really, like, when I first started, and I've had to fix a lot of those because it just started coming off. But for like this piece here, I'll end up doing the Velcro. This one, it attaches to a sleeve. So the sleeve, I'll end up probably sewing on the Velcro because it's a fabric sleeve. But it just depends on the application. So it's so satisfying. Is this, and then the little kitty claws. Kitty claws. So this one will have a strap too. So I'll end up attaching the strap with foam. So I'll sew the foam to the strap, and then I'll glue that foam to this foam. So it's foam on foam instead of fabric on foam, because I just find that it doesn't stick as well. And then I'll, depending on, I don't know, I think it'll depend on the type of fabric, if it's a stretch one or not, but I'll probably either do Velcro or it'll be a stretch slide on. So never trust adhesive backing Velcro. It's either sewing or gluing or contact. Yeah. Yep. Okay. That one's attached. The detail nobody will see. Whoa. And I promise you, like, all of the cameras, this looks like black on black. It's gray. It's gray with little details. I don't know if it shows. There's like scratch marks in it and stuff. Some of them show a lot more. Like this one, you can see a little bit more in certain lighting. It's super shiny right now though. Okay. Let's do this one. Oh, Yuki's back in the box. She's back in the box. Didn't want to apply the glue there. Call me sticky. Okay, that one's done. Not that part. I gotta figure out which one goes to what now. I know this one was a zipper one. Was it this? It might have been that. No. I don't remember. I have to look at pictures. Yeah, same with these, and that's all on my phone, so I can't attach them because my phone's being occupied with y'all. But I think that's a good spot to stop. with attachments since we started the stream later today, short stream. But the rest of it, I kind of need to like look at pictures and things that are on my phone from my patterns because I don't remember offhand. But we did get a little bit of stuff done. We got some straps, some basic stuff. So yeah, but we'll see next week. Let me flip over to this screen real quick. Boop boop boop. We'll see if I stream next week. Definitely not Friday because I'm gonna be gone. I will be next weekend on the, what is it? The 28th and the 29th. I will be at Anime Idaho. So yeah, if you are nearby or want to come make a travel trip over there, go there. I'm one of the judges for the cosplay contest, as well as I'll be doing a panel that I don't know what it is right now. They told me, but it's been a while. So yeah, as well as I will have a booth there so you can come talk to me. I'll have all my normal stuff, prints, stickers, banners. I should have a few masks available. If I have room, I'll bring the 2 Hilly Troll masks from Genshin Impact that I have still left, as well as I think I have 3 Princess Mononoke San masks available-ish, 3 or 2. So we'll see. Should bring those. If I have anything else that I want to bring, I'll bring that too. Yeah, but I'm so happy with the sword. I'm gonna show the sword one more time, because it's just, it's so pretty. I'm very happy with it. Yeah. So nice, so nice, and that it does magic tricks. Yee. With all of the magnets and things. Boop boop boop. I'm so happy that I can fly with this now, because that's the problem with most characters. You can't fly with their swords. I mean, you can, but you have to do a special baggie and all, but it's too long. But now I can fit in a suitcase and I can bring it. Oh. Anyway, thank you for letting me nerd out on that. But thank you for watching. Thank you also for Israel, thank you for becoming a member to the channel. I appreciate the support, as well as the $2 donation. And anybody else that is new, love to have you as part of the community. So subscribe here on YouTube, as well as like the video. For those that were on Instagram and TikTok, I was live on youtube.com/TiffanyCosplay today, and that's where I do my live streams and read chat. So go over to YouTube. So yeah, and I'll see y'all next time. Much love, guys. Boop, 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 boop.